Welcome, everybody, to the BarberTime BUZZ. It's your host, Ian Davis, and this is our world at your fingertips, where we're going to be covering a lot of that industry news. Let me excuse that mask. You know, I'm live in the barbershop. We're going to be covering the industry news as well as the things that go on around the world that we talk about in the chair with our clients. But first up, we got the first cut. Gotta go there first. Fresh in the news, my man Brian Flores, former coach for the New England Patriots, defensive coordinator, Miami. He got hosed. Now he's about to expose a lot. I'm hoping a lot of these other coaches come out, start speaking about the process that's going on with the coaching. Never mind just the coaching, the ownership. We know these big pockets, they're not trying to get that up, but it's time for something to be done, because the way we get treated in many different parts of the society is ridiculous. But the coaching, 2 black coaches in the NFL, we're 70% dominant. It's ridiculous. Let's do something about it. You know, it's time. Next up, residual income, barbershops, salon owners, barbers, stylists. It's time to change the game. We're here. The reason why we got this show going on, this is some of the content for a media network that we're building. Let me be very correct. It's a media network, marketplace, and social media platform that really encompasses a lot of us and who and what we do. We know a little bit about everybody. We ambassador for a little bit of about everybody, but we don't really make the bread out of it. And our environments are ridiculous. So this is created to harness those environments, get us some more bread, get us a little bit more serious in the eyes of people, because we're out here giving y'all all kind of information, all kind of stuff, and making y'all look good. Y'all need to take us a little bit more serious, and that's what we're going to do here. Next up, y'all already know, Super Bowl. I'm supposed to be there. I was going to go, but tickets is $6 each, and I'm not spending $6 for the tickets. You know, so I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to wait. I was going to go out there. We were invited to a Jamie Foxx party, but I'm not going to do it just for the Jamie Foxx party. If it's not about the Super Bowl, then I'm going to fall back. I am going to pick the Rams, although I like the Bengals. I believe it's going to be a really good game because it's evenly matched and very hungry first round quarterbacks, but we'll see how that goes. I'm going to pick the Rams. Next up, on first cut, Tom. Everybody else been talking about it. Tom, love you. You didn't mention us. I'm not sweating it. I'm not in my feelings. I'll deal with it. But you need to get out of your feelings when it comes to everything else and man up, because, you know, you've been a man for the longest. You're the GOAT. Act like it. You know, that's my opinion. Lastly, before real quick, what's next, guys? Thank you. Vaccine mandates. Stop mandating it everywhere. It's not necessary. We're going to get through this as a whole. As long as everybody takes care of themselves, let's take care of ourselves, take the stress off the hospital system, but stop trying to mandate everybody. We're going to talk about it later in 360 News with my man Chris Burke out in Canada when we do this. Lastly, I just want to run through and mention 2 hair shows. CT Barber Expo coming up in May, and then the next one, which is the MLB Barber Battle out in Las Vegas. That's coming up in April. I believe we're going to be there since I didn't get to the Super Bowl. I guess we're going there, now. Vegas, here we come. And before we go to the ads, I want to do one thing real quick. We got a review, product review. It's an awesome product. I've used it. See my face. You can tell the way that it works. Run it, guys. Guys, run the product review, please. GTX, we do have a little clip for that, but since it's not ready, I'm going to tell you guys about it. The GTX trimmer just came out a few months back. My man Marv did a really good review on it. You guys go check that out on YouTube. But me personally, it's been the best product to come out for us as clippers for a very long time. Shout out to Andy's. I appreciate it 100%. But we got to pay them bills. Time to go to the ads, guys. Love you guys. We'll be right back with 360 News.
It's Nate Robb in the building, man. Barber time all the time. Best love. Thanks for having me on. Hold That Nation. Y'all can follow us on Hold That Clothing. Y'all know what it is. From the 206 West Coast all the way to the East. It's nothing. Nate Robb, 3-time slam dunk champion, signing out.
We are here for one purpose, and that's barber love, for us to progress and take this thing to the next level, as high as we can take it.
Barber time all the time.
I feel like it's a looming question mark. What's the new business model? And to me, you know, the people that lead to that answer and lend their intelligence, they hustle, their efforts, their mind power, they, you know, whatever they can offer to that question and to fixing that and coming up with an answer to that, I feel like that's one of the most important things. Right now, I think it's the business model creators of this new era that's going to be able to be the titans of business moving forward. People that create new business models. I feel like the giants going to be the ones who create the business models. That's what we trying to do with this proper pay. Fuck the little man and, you know, this disruptive multimedia.
It's time for you barbers. I'm calling your name. It's time for you stylists. I'm calling your name to prepare yourself for the opportunity, because the opportunity is coming.
You know what I mean? It's actually an incredible time. It's like a gold rush. There's never been a time like this. This technology has empowered everybody. It's giving people, you know, it's as big as you want to make it. And, you know, it's as far as you want to take it. Giants gonna crumble. Big companies gonna crumble. New companies gonna pop up out of nowhere. And it's going to be dramatic right now, and I believe it.
And I'm telling you, Barber Time is the best media, social media for the barbers out there. Listen, watch Barber Time, because this is what we do, baby. This is the barber industry. This is what we do, and this is how we get down.
And barber time all the time.
Welcome back to the BarberTime Buzz. This is that segment. What is it called, guys? Run the clip. This is the 360 News. This is our... Welcome to the 360 News. We're trying to get it together. Shout out to my guys in the back. Doing live TV ain't easy. We did it about 15 years ago down in BNN. We built our own network so we can do it live. It's our first one, so here we go. You guys get ready. But part of this section is called the 360 News, because we're about to go around the world of the barbering industry and talk to some of the barbers about what's going on in their neck of the woods. And I like to go to Canada first. Bring my guy in, Mr. Christian Burke. Say right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ian.
Yes,
how are you?
I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. And I appreciate you, one, being that first international member, now being that first international guest on the BarberTime BUZZ 360 News. How you doing?
Doing awesome. So, again, like Ian said, this is Chris Burke from Jill's Third Gen Barbershop here in South Glengarry, Ontario, Canada, and we have some news for you. So we're going to be getting a pile of snow coming up there in the next 24 hours. But what happened over the weekend here in my capital is that we had something called the Truckers Convoy 2022. So the Truckers Convoy was going into Ottawa, and they were basically going in there because they weren't happy about the ongoing lockdowns that we've been facing here in Canada, and mass mandates of all sorts when it comes to COVID-19. But then, there was a lot of my friends and people here in the barbershop that have gone to this convoy. But then if you dig in a little deeper and you look and see at who's actually organizing this convoy, first of all, I just got to tell you, Ian, is that the organizers here had raised almost $10 million for this convoy. And this is supposed to be for gas, food, shelter, this type of stuff, right? They're parked right in front of our Capitol where our prime minister is, and they want the prime minister out. But again, like I said, the organizers of this convoy have they do have some racial tendencies. They're involved in some anti-Semitic groups here in Canada, and you know what? At the end of the day, if you do a little bit of digging and you find out what's going on, you might be surprised on what's going to appear. So again, like at first we were just looking at this and we were kind of in awe, and a lot of us were like happy in the sense that, you know, we had these truckers coming in and standing up for us. But then if you look at the end of the day, when the people who are organizing it are involved in white supremacy and white supremacist groups, well, you know what? Sorry, but that's not something that I'm willing to get behind.
Oh, it's correct. I understand that too. I understand. Because me personally, I know you as a very good man, so I understand it. And I thank you for coming on to speak about this type of a topic specifically, especially on a network like this, where we want to be as honest as possible and as much of a shop talk kind of conversation as possible. So I appreciate you for that. But go ahead, you didn't tell the people about your barbershop, where you're at exactly.
So the barbershop, so we've been here since 1962. So my grandfather opened this place again, like I said, in 1962, and my father took over in 1967. And my father, he ended up getting ill, and then I took over on April 1st of 1997. So I'm working on my 25th year here at Jill's Third Gen Barbershop. I love being a barber. I love being here. I you know, whenever I met you, Ian, and I saw you know, what you were able to offer to for us as barbers, you know, I was all over it. And again, it's a great tool for our industry, and I'm just happy that that you were able to have me on the show today.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And again, the platform isn't quite ready. It's coming, and you've had the prototype and it was testing it out for us and kind of listening to hip hop and barbershops Friday nights and everything. So it was good because it's like good. I see it working from an international perspective. But the site's being built. We have a super nerd, Harvard, MIT graduate that's building us a platform. Again, that's a streaming network. It's social media, but it's also got a marketplace to kind of harness those solicitations we get bombarded with. And that's not just here in Boston, Massachusetts or US. You get a little bit of that. Just quickly talk about how customers solicit your barbershop, your patrons.
So you see, whenever my clients here come into the barbershop, right? Because I've been here for so long, they often ask me, they're like, "Hey, Chris, you know, would you happen to know a carpenter who would be good doing this, or somebody who's doing drywall, or
shout out to the carpenters because they're always being mentioned."
Oh yeah, you know, electricians, like right now. Well, we have a lot of snow here in Canada, right? So, you know, somebody who does snow removal and stuff. So, you know, with this program that you gave us, Ian, or that I was able to test out, we have this rolling advertisement that goes through, and as we're playing music and as the client is enjoying his haircut and stuff like that and looking at what we have on their screen, well then you know, it's like it ends up being a topic of conversation. And often I have my clients taking a picture of the screen of a certain person, because obviously the people that I have advertising here in the barbershop, I would vouch for, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
No,
so
that's an awesome part. That's a good point too. And again, it's like we're so immersed in the people in our neighborhoods.
100%.
Yeah, we're going to be able to really kind of harness that a lot better. Oh yeah. But give us some final words. Give us some content, your social media, some contact information, so we can get to move.
So if you guys want to check out some of my content, I do have TikTok. So at Third Gen Barber on TikTok, I do have Instagram, Facebook. So on Instagram, I have two of them, Third Gen Barber and then Third Gen Barber Co. on Instagram. And then Jill's Third Gen Barbershop on Facebook and Third Gen Barber Co. on Facebook. So look me up. I'm always looking to have some fun with my content. And at the end of the day, as barbers, you know what? We don't want to make people just look good. We want to make people feel good. So, you know, if you're not sitting on my chair and if you're just scrolling through and you happen to see my feed, guaranteed you'll probably chuckle a laugh with what you're going to see. So,
hey, I want to vouch with you making us look good and feel good, because that barber jacket you got on right there, I don't have mine on today. It's not in this room. Otherwise, I would have popped it up. But third gen barbers, they got great barber jackets. The quality is crazy. Go over to his site, DM if necessary, and make sure you respond, because some people are probably going to do so. But
100%.
Absolutely. Christian, thank you for coming on, being our first guest on the 360 News. Totally appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
No doubt. We're going to kick it to Money Matters. You guys.
Hi, I'm Carolyn McGee of Carolyn's Hair Salon in Madison Square. And this is my son, Russell McGee of Revolution Financial Management. And we want to speak about the partnership of Carolyn's Hair Salon and Revolution Financial Management.
When it comes to finances, service to the working class and underserved communities have been non-existent for a number of reasons. The reality is that the financial services industry is primarily focused on helping the wealthiest of individuals, the 1%. And this is no surprise. So what do we do about it? At Revolution Financial and Carolyn's Hair Salon, we are committed to empowering individuals and families from coast to coast throughout North America. We provide free education and access to world-class products and services to empower everyone, regardless of social class or color.
The best part of what we do is absolutely free for everyone.
That's right. We work with hundreds of institutions that will help you with getting out of debt, plan a retirement strategy, learn about life protection and income protection, build wealth and preserve it. Generational wealth is real, and financial freedom can be your reality. Our motto is truly no family left behind. So ask yourself, could you benefit from some free information on finances? Or who do you know that could use some guidance in this area? Our commitment to continuing serving the community will continue one family at a time, bridging the gap between the haves and the have-nots.
We all know Social Security is not enough, and we don't know how long it's going to be around. As a salon owner, I now have a real retirement strategy and a plan in place in many of my clients as well.
That's right. So contact Carolyn today at 617-296-5995 and myself, Russell, at 617-849-4232 and get a free financial needs analysis and a detailed financial plan to best guide you to financial freedom. Now, as always, barber time
all the time.
Jaylen Brown with the Boston Celtics. I'm here with Barber Time all the time. Shout out to Boston.
Barbers build relationships for a lifetime. The neighborhood barber is the community's most resourceful asset. Patrons often request external services other than just getting the grooming. Barbers give financial and personal related advice. They provide community havens for nonprofit organizations and the youth as a whole. But most of all, barbers are conduits for local and nationally targeted advertising. FanDuel, Comcast, Nike, Apple, and many others repeatedly use depictions of the barbershop lifestyle in its relationship to the consumer to convey their message to the general public. The BarberTime Media Network involves, empowers, and employs the entrepreneurial spirit barbers possess. With a strong media network and tons of awesome deals from our sponsors, BarberTime will upgrade the way barbers do business and BarberTime all the time.
This may be the last time you ever have to think about hair loss, because Bosley is the real deal. They're America's #1 hair restoration expert, and they're giving men their hair back permanently. Their real hair. Get an absolutely free information kit and free gift card by texting BARBER to 654-654. Bosley will show you for free how great your hair could look. They use the latest technology, and their solution to hair loss is permanent. For your free information kit and gift card for $250 off, text BARBER to 654-654.
Because we have a lot of promoters that come around, drop flies, and they promote it, they fence right in there. You don't have flies run around. People like throw like all papers around the building. So it's a great idea. Now they gotta put in the monitor, you know, so it's easier, it's cleaner, and I think it's a good idea.
And barber time all the time.
Again, I want to thank WB's Mr. Witt. He's actually our next door neighbor for the barbershop. That's how resourceful these barbershops everywhere are. We got somebody somewhere right next to us, and this dude gave me a bunch of tracks. Dope beats. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. But this right here is the history of barbering, and I need help because I don't know nothing. I wasn't that good at school. So what up, Chris? Bring in my man, Mr. Chris Burke, TBS Chris Burke. How you doing, brother? Where's the mute? Unmute yourself, Chris. Don't mute yourself. There you go. Talk to me, Chris. Chris, I'm not hearing you. Where you at, bro? Chris is having technical difficulties, and if it continues, there you go. I hope he gets it right. I'm going to give him 2 seconds to get it right. But I want to mention real quick one more time. BarberTime platforms coming on. You can go over to barbertime.com/media to see most of the content that we have. And you can also go to barbertime.com/TV where you can see the live channel where we broadcasting live from the network. Let's bring Chris back in one more time, see what's going on. Chris, you good? Yeah, Chris is having major issues. Yeah. We definitely can't run. If you're not in a good state, Chris, we can't have you on. We'll try you one more time. Nope. All right, Bert, bring back in Mr. Christian Burgon. Bring Canada back in for us, please. Chris, How you doing? I want you to talk because you have a good aspect on the history of barbering. What do you know timeline-wise about the history of barbering?
So let's talk about this barber pole here, for example.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna start with that. So the red, white, and blue barber pole that came out on January 1st, 1950, by a gentleman by the name of William Marvey. Okay. Now we all know that William Marvey, he's the one that invented the red, white, and blue barber pole that turns right with the light that turns on inside and stuff like that. So,
but give him a little feedback on what the stripes mean.
What the stripes mean? Okay, so originally it was the red and the white. Okay, so the white, what it represented, that we used to be part of the College of Barbers and Physicians, right? We used to do some little minor some minor operations. So we would actually take some of these bandages that we had that were all blood soaked, and then we would hang them out in the front of the porch, and we would let the wind dry them. So as they would dry, they would twirl like this, and this is why you got the red and the white going around, right? So now William Marvey, he used to put these things up, but these things, unfortunately, we've got Chris back on here.
Chris, I know. Chris, you there? Can you hear us? Can we hear you?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you.
You are good now. But go ahead, finish up, Burgo.
So like I said, William Murphy used to put them up. They used to be cast iron, and they were red and white. So just to represent the U.S. of A. Excuse me. He added the blue, and a lot of people say that the blue represents water. So that's why we have the red, white, and blue barber pole now. That's iconic in every barbershop in the world, quite frankly.
Yeah. Even the hair salons are using the barber pole to kind of attract clientele a lot these days. Because again, barbershops kind of in the psyche of people's heads. Chris, we got 3 minutes, brother. Talk to me. What you got? Burke.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to call this. Yes. Yep. I'm going to call it orientation, order, and alignment. And that is a key to a lifestyle, particularly for the barber industry.
All right. Speak up a little bit.
Yep. And pyramids are one of the most precisely created things in the world. I mean, it takes a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to put something like together. It takes a team of people to put it together. And it has purpose to be there. And these things have been pretty much sustainable for 4,000 years.
Now, why do you mention that? How does that relate to the barbering industry?
Orientation, order, and alignment is a wise mindset, and we need to be orientated, put in order and alignment. Everything is that. I mean, when you can understand that, you've got to in such a way function that way for success. And now they're successful at building this in orientation or alignment because it is in a perfect shape. What they put it together is in perfect shape, and the people who are putting it together are wise enough, and they're a team. And like I said,
and that's where that's kind of where the beginnings of it came from, and then why sanitation, wisdom, civilization, and it's all sustainable, and it all kind of traces back to that time. Okay, good. Again, we got to get the people to understand. We're up against the clock. Understand it. Yeah, I know, but we're up against the clock, so it's that 29-minute mark. We got to end the show. I want to thank you guys for coming on, and at a later date, I want to bring both of you guys back on, and we'll be putting up on social media who our next guests are by this weekend, Friday. Appreciate it. But you guys, thank you. This is the BarberTime BUZZ, our world.
Man.
It's our world.
It's time to give thanks. So I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Everybody, BarberTime all the time. You guys be safe, COVID free. Let's get through this together. Love you guys. Let's go.
BarberTime is serving others, people who are not able to make this trip, people who are not able to pay to get on a flight to come here, people who are not able to even have the understanding that they need to be at an event like this. BarberTime brought it. BarberTime is the reason why that I am able to speak to the masses, because it's you guys' venue, your camera, your mics that let me speak louder than just standing here at this barbers convention. It's time for you barbers, I'm calling your name. It's time for you stylists, I'm calling your name, to prepare yourself for the opportunity, because the opportunity is coming. And I'm telling you, BarberTime is the best media, social media for the barbers out there. Listen, watch BarberTime, because this is what we do, baby. This is the barber industry, this is what we do, and this is how we get down. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
And BarberTime.
Hey, what's up? Chops in the building, BarberTime all the time. No talking about Chops down on Instagram, you know what I mean? Love is love. Shout out my guy E.
That's what I appreciate so much about BarberTime. You've actually taken a hard item and put it in the shop as an institution. I mean, it's not like our phones that come and go and expand and change, but you've actually empowered us by bringing us information, by keeping us current on styles and education, and actually also giving us an opportunity to revenue funds by getting our own advertising from our local markets and putting it on the screen. So I think the biggest thing about that is that it's something that the consumer can actually touch. You know, the touch screen and bringing it on the television screens and that constant stream of information, stream of advertising. I mean, I hope we all take advantage of it. You know, can't wait to see it grow.